round at the 20. So Miami's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop. The 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. There he goes!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. When things are collapsing, guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The quick out. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes! The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make it even. And then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. and he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Makes the grab. Open field on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Canes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's straight. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's straight. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Using his legs, it's Lincoln. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He splits the uprights. It's now a one-point game, 14-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Conrad. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Signals for the fair catch and makes it. 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's got the tight end. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Just ran over it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds his big tight end. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The give to the lone running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll